Another episode of Higehiro is finally here. We're at the halfway point actually, so I'm actually expecting a lot of things and we start moving closer to the end. So let's go ahead and jump into it and see how this episode is going to go. Now somebody told me last episode that the preview showed one of the people that was working in the store. This person, I believe, it was one of the people that took advantage of Sai. Wow, the way he says it like that, right? Come on now. Because I can guarantee you, she probably told him that she had nowhere to be at, nowhere to sleep at. I can't even imagine the amount of stress that she's going through right now. She's looking out for her. I like that. Just looking out for her. I agree. I just can't imagine having to work with somebody like that dude, right? Like, come on now. He definitely just took advantage of her, and then whenever he didn't want her no more, he just kicked her out, right? I'm guessing that's what happened. Oh, he's gonna keep pursuing her, ain't he? Maybe he knows a little bit about her story. That's none of his business. That's none of his business. Like, he's being so pushy. I don't even like him already. Like, this dude, oh, he's the villain. Forget about Ghetto. He's the villain. He's even blackmailing her right now. Wow. I cannot believe this. He's actually blackmailing her right now. I don't think he's going to keep his promise. He's not going to keep his promise. And I can't wait to see if Yoshida actually meets this person. Something is probably going to go down. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, because he's not a heartless dude like you are. Of course. Of course he's going to ask that. Not everybody is like a little scummy person like he is. You know what I mean? Is he being serious? Is he being serious right now? Ooh. And he better not do anything. Yo, I was kind of worried because, episode 6, we're in the halfway point. And they're doing this in episode 6. Damn. Wow. So she's kind of... Wow. She's just going to let it happen because she doesn't want to be a burden to anybody else. Wow. There we go. There we go. Yo. Get him. Yo, Yoshida came in. Yo, he better win character of the year. I swear. In 2022, when best characters, he better be in it and he better win. No, you blackmailed her into doing that. Hit him. Hit him. Do it. See, Yoshida already he probably got a hint of what was going on. Wow. Yo, this dude, Yoshida, go ahead. Go ahead. Just get him. Is that a crime? I mean, I could kind of see how it would be kind of pushing the line a little bit. But is it like a legit crime? Nah, I don't think it's wrong. I have a feeling he's not going to drop this. I have a feeling he's not going to leave Sayu alone. As a matter of fact, he's probably going to try to keep blackmailing her. I don't know. I just don't think this is the last time we're going to see this dude. Yeah, Yoshida knows. He knows. He knows how messed up that was. Wow, he's actually crying. Wow. He definitely does care about Sayu. Look at her. She's completely just destroyed. Again, I can't imagine what she's gone through. And the fact that this part of her life came back all of a sudden, yeah, that definitely probably, mentally, it literally destroyed her. Yeah, because it's definitely wrong. I mean, that was definitely on the, going to prison for a long time. What he was about to do. Yo, Yoshida is the greatest. You got to remember, right? He's the adult here, right? He made the decision to allow Sayu to stay at his home. So he kind of knew the repercussions that was going to have, right? So if the police gets involved and he gets in trouble, as an adult, he has to be willing to accept the consequences. So he's not running away from it. I don't think she'll ever be a normal teenager. It would take a lot of work. But yeah, first of all, she's going to have to start going back to school. You can just tell, like, she used to enjoy working here. She was very proud of having this job. And now since that guy is working here as well, she just feels uncomfortable. And yo, she might become my favorite character as well. Wow, he just come out and say that? He did. Well, at least he's being honest, but still. Oh, damn. Facts. Facts. Yo, I like her. I was kind of suspicious of her at first, but she's actually standing up for Sayu. I like her. Nah, you're not gonna redeem yourself. Because it's probably illegal. It's probably illegal. He's, you know, doing it with a minor. Nah, it's probably because it's illegal. Nah, I feel like Sayu definitely still needs to be mad. I mean, I really don't trust this guy. I really don't. I feel like he's gonna try it again. Maybe because she's underage. I mean, damn. It's not that hard to understand now, is it? I don't know, but I have a feeling that every time Sayu finds a little glimpse of hope and happiness, something will happen that would just bring it all crashing down. So I feel like they're building this up for something big later on. Oh, nice. She's gonna have a little sleepover with a friend. Yo, that's a big house. That's a big house. Can I get a piece of that house? Just like 30% of it? So she makes a lot of, well, not her, but her parents. They have a lot of money. Interesting. Maybe she's also struggling to like make friends. And you know, this is the first time that she feels like she can actually open up to somebody, and that person is Sayu, which is great. And her, I believe her said her mom was a lawyer, right? Yo, if Sayu ever needs a lawyer, or if Yoshida ever needs a lawyer, boom, she's got the connection. She's opening up to her. That's good. That's good. I feel like she definitely needs to talk about this. I don't know what that Gyaro thing is. Maybe somebody can explain that in the comments, because I don't see why a parent would get mad about that. A kid dressing up? I don't know. He wants to be an author. But it's definitely a hard path to go through. As far as I know, authors don't make a lot of money until they write a very successful book. Again, I have no idea. I have no idea what their income is like, but we are really small. When you look at it as a whole, we're really small. I mean, I don't know how to take that hand touching. You know what I mean? Like, did she meant it as a friend? Could it be something else? Even Sayu, she was kind of like, you know, ASAMI, what's going on here? You know what I mean? She's very knowledgeable, not gonna lie. ASAMI, she knows what she's talking about. She's giving some great advice. Kind of telling Sayu, you know, don't worry about the past. Worry about the future. Look ahead of what's to come, because that's where, you know, the important stuff is at. Like, she did everything that she needed to do to survive and to get to this point. Now she can make a change for the future. But I feel like he did. I feel like he came in just at the right time. I think this is part of what ASAMI told her, right? Yeah. So she's taking that advice that ASAMI gave her to like heart. Just really kind of living by it. So it seems like she actually made up her mind that she has a goal that she's gonna try to go towards. And we know Yoshida is, of course, going to support her. There we go. Yeah, we could have seen that coming from a mile away. Yoshida is gonna support her in everything. Next time, what is that picture? And is that Sayu with short hair? Episode 6 of Higehiro, the halfway point, and way to just start off the halfway point with a bang. I mean, I was kind of really expecting something big would happen in this episode. I gotta tell you, I'm still a little disappointed because we really haven't gotten too much information about Sayu's past. Like, yes, we know what happened to her, and it's a very dark past. One of the people that was taking advantage of her came into this episode, and he was blackmailing her. I mean, that dude, I just don't think it's going to be the last time that he's gonna be messing with Sayu. Like, I don't think he's gonna drop it anytime soon. I could be wrong about that, and I hope that I'm wrong about that, but I really want to know more about Sayu and the reason why she ran away from home, right? I'm pretty sure she had a good reason, and that's the part of the story that I want to get to. And the fact that we got into like the halfway point and we really haven't touched really a lot about any of that, it's kind of concerning to me, right? I know some of the people in my comments that left a couple of good questions, you know, and even in episode 1 or episode 2, they even brought it up. Like, there's not a missing persons report for Sayu. So do her parents know that she ran away? Do they acknowledge that she ran away and they support it in a way? Like, did she talk to them? I just don't know, right? We just don't know what the case may be. It may seem like, you know, she talked to her parents, because she did say her parents were good people, like they didn't mistreat her or anything crazy like that. So maybe she talked to them and she kind of told them, look, I need space, I need to go on my own and experience the world. Who knows what the case may be? But I just feel like the stuff that Sayu is dealing with, you know, she would have gone back home whenever he got to a bad point where she needed to sleep around with people to find a place to stay, which is, again, the people that took advantage of her. I feel like that's definitely breaking the law. Like, if she's concerned about Yoshida taking care of her while not doing anything nasty with her, and she's concerned about him getting in trouble with the police, I can't even imagine what the people that were taking advantage of her would have, what would happen to them. They would definitely go to prison. I mean, at the very least. That's probably the only reason why I believe that one character, I don't even remember his name. I don't even think it's worthy of remembering that dude's name. But maybe that's the reason why that guy didn't kind of, you know, tell Asumi about Sayu. Maybe he knew that if he actually were to say anything, he would also get in trouble with the police and probably do some jail time. And, you know, I gotta tell you, I love Asumi in this episode. She was definitely behind Sayu. She had her back 100%. It was absolutely great. We know that, you know, her parents, they're very, very powerful people. Her dad is a politician and her mom is a lawyer. Maybe that could come in handy later on, because I honestly see Yoshida getting in trouble with the law because of the whole Sayu situation, and maybe Asumi can kind of help out by getting her mom, which, you know, she's probably a very good lawyer. I mean, you saw that house, it was probably very, very big. So yeah, she's probably a great lawyer, and, you know, she could probably go and help Yoshida and defend him, because, you know, we know Yoshida hasn't done anything wrong. At the very least, he's helping out somebody that's in need, a minor that's in need, while all the other people that mistreated her, they definitely had a long you know, mental effect on her mental state. I mean, yeah, it's messed up. But yeah, overall, this episode, it was great. I feel like it was a great halfway point. I cannot wait to see the other 6 episodes that are coming. I'm sure we're gonna get more plot twists, more stories regarding Sayu's past, and that's the one thing I really want to dive into. But let me know in the comments what you thought of this episode, and like always, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you on the next episode.